I'm waiting for, I got an ant bite on my thumb by the cuticle, so I'm waiting on that to heal before I do that. Side note. Squirrel!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you are here, and today is Monday. It is my Monday, just like it is yours. I have my trusty cup of coffee. I just got the donut shop with a little Splenda and some Funfetti Coffee Mate creamer. It's okay. I wanted to try it. I am not a Coffee Mate kind of gal. I prefer International Delight. The texture is much better with International Delight. I think it's a little bit thicker and it's more flavorful. But I just wanted to sip on a cup of coffee while I chatted with you. Hi, Sheila girl. Hello. I do, if you hear noise in the background, I do have a cat, I do have a dog, and this is their active morning. Of course, they're ready for me to feed them about now. So when I get done with this, they will get fed. But I have a load of laundry in the washer and one in the dryer, so you'll hear those probably very faintly in the background. But I just wanted to film this and chit chat with you for a little bit. Today we're going to talk about how to stop missing out on life. And honestly, you won't realize you're missing out on life until you begin to discover it again. I'm going to read a quote by Andrew Murphy that I found to be very profound. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. And it's very true. Those walls can be walls of expectations. Expectations of other people, expectations of traditions, expectations of gender roles, expectations of genetics, expectations of anything. Anything that someone may assume should happen is an expectation. This whole conversation came about because I was sharing with someone on Facebook Messenger through the week, this past week. And I even told her this is the perfect topic for a Motivational Monday. Because I realized how much I missed out on because I wasn't willing to give something a chance. This will probably be the only time for a while that you guys will hear me talk about the supplements. I don't want to push it on the channel at all. But I had been exposed to those back in March, right after the company launched. But I assumed that it was just another gimmick. I assumed that it was just another product that wouldn't work. I put a wall up. I didn't want to hear about it. In my mind, most supplements I have tried in my past have failed. They've been nothing but a waste of money, and I didn't want to invest in something that is pretty pricey. If you just look at it as it won't work, a gamble, and it was a gamble until finally I realized I was not living the best life I could live. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I finally said, forget it. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a leap of faith. And I'm very thankful I did. But then I start thinking, I've held myself back. I held myself back from something great. That was March. April, May, June is when I finally, when I finally bit the bullet and began this journey. 3 months I wasted because I was scared to take a chance. I was scared to, I guess, of results. I was scared to actually take something and have to admit, oh my gosh, I was losing my life, literally. I don't know, fear kept me from moving forward. And then as I stop and I think, I'm like, how many other things in my life have I let fear hold me back from greatness. From greatness. Saturday, I've shared with a couple, but Saturday, no, Friday. It was Friday. We were going to do it Saturday. We had a fish fry. And with the weather coming in, you guys know that Hurricane Hannah hit Texas. Of course, it hit further south than us, so we got a little bit of rain. It was nothing major. But we were predicted to get more rain than what we did. And so instead of doing it on Saturday, we did it on Friday. My husband had caught some fish a couple weeks ago, and when he went fishing with friends. And so he took a bag of the fish over across the street to some of our really good friends. They're like family. I don't like to call them neighbors, even though they are neighbors. But so he took it over there, and we were going to kind of have a meal together. We do it often, especially during football season, but we haven't for a couple years. And it's because Joel and I both have built walls up. We had these walls that kept us from kind of socializing as much as we normally do with these friends, with anybody, honestly. And we kind of were working through our own things without realizing what really was going on. Of course, until now, we want to be out. We want to go and have a good time with friends. We want to go and visit. We want to be with people. We want to live. Because being stuck in your house is not living. Yes, I know we're in the middle of a pandemic and everyone is really encouraged to stay home as much as possible. But these are people that are in our lives all the time. It was just time. And it was a beautiful, eye-opening thing. I got to see my husband excited as a kid on the first day of school, seeing his friends that he hadn't seen all summer long. It was just amazing. I got to see my friend who I have not seen in a long time. And through all that, it was quite beautiful because I realized we've missed out on a lot. We were confined by the walls we built. We weren't living our best life. And you guys know that is one thing that I desire to do, is to empower other people to go out there and live their best life. But I wasn't doing it. I need to lead by example. You know, I said that sometimes we're confined by the walls of tradition and gender roles and expectations. There was a little short time that I got to be a stay-at-home mom. The babies, and they were, the twins were babies and Kristen was 2. We had our hands full. 2? Yes. And then by the time she was getting ready to go to kindergarten, the boys were 2, and I was ready to not be at home anymore. And it had nothing to do with the kids. I love being a mom. I loved being a working mom. I really did. And the reason I didn't with the twins is because that it would have been a ridiculous cost for daycare. And the stress of balancing 2 infants, a toddler, a job, and a home was ridiculous. So that's when I started teaching when they were 2, and my schedule worked all around her school schedule. So there was no trying to fit anything in. So it was nice. And of course I grew in that industry and that career, and I loved it. I love the job I have now. I love doing what I do. But this year, especially when we were working from home for a short time, I realized I want more. I want more. I want more. I want to be able to write. I want to be able to go speak and encourage. I want to travel. I want to kind of expand on me. I was going to say my brand, but I really don't have a brand. Maybe I need to work on that. I want to expand on this idea that we can live our best life, even in the hard times. Even in the hard times. 2020 has not been the easiest year, yet here I am basking because I'm like, wow, my life took a whole completely different turn in the year 2020, and it was a positive turn. I let go of a few things that I needed to let go of. I realize not everybody on YouTube needs to be relevant in my life. I don't need to know everything that everyone is doing. I don't need to know if anyone is even talking about me. I don't care. It's not important. And I really had to go through this spell of letting go of things. This inner healing in my body that has happened over the last 6 weeks. Well, this is week 6. Over this last time period has allowed other things to heal. Emotions, my own expectations. I now have a desire to push forward, to propel myself, to stop living in fear, to stop hiding from what ifs, to stop letting things like that hold me back from being my best me. So I hope you find some encouragement from this. I see the wind's picking up. Maybe to start figuring out where it is that you have a wall built that shouldn't be there. Start taking it down. It may be a painful process. You may not like what you see on the other side of the wall that you built. You may not like to know that, oh gosh, 2 years I wasted not hanging with my friends because I was so stuck in my own head. When people say you're your own worst enemy, it's very, very true. Very true. Maybe it's time to start being your own best friend, your own motivation, your own encouragement, your own cheerleader, your own coach, your own investor, your own insurance. Maybe it's time to respect yourself so that you can respect others. Maybe it's time to be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others. Maybe it's time to let go of the things that keep you from being your best you. Maybe it's time to start loving the life you live today. I think so. I think it is. And I encourage you to do that this week. I will talk to you guys in the next video.